Welcome back, everybody, to another Janos Hunyadi. We're in the penultimate scenario now to the Battle of Varna, which is apparently only a one-sword difficulty scenario, which is kind of interesting after a bunch of tricky scenarios in a row. But let's see what's going on over in Bulgaria.
Although many soldiers complain about the years of war, we as soldiers responded to General Hunyadi's conscription order and prepared for the coming war. On the one hand, we had no choice, and on the other hand, we all held more or less the feeling of our country, hoping that this battle would really drive the Ottomans out of Europe completely. Moreover, the scale of the crusade was much larger than the previous one. The Byzantine Emperor John VIII himself visited Europe to ask for help, and the Pope's speeches everywhere once again ignited the enthusiasm of the Christians. In addition to our allied forces with Poland, the republics of Genoa and Venice would blockade the Ottoman from the sea. The Balkan countries that were not willing to be subordinate to the Ottoman Empire joined the crusade, and even the Teutonic Knights, Burgundians, and Italian mercenaries pledged to participate. When the Ottomans learned that we had broken the peace treaty, their Grand Vizier ordered the fortification of Edena, and some of the nobles began to evacuate all their possessions to Anatolia. These signs greatly boosted the morale of the Crusaders, and we all became confident that the battle would end in our victory, and that the Ottomans would have to retreat helplessly to their barren lands in Asia. But the seemingly mighty Crusaders were not that united. The young king was determined to make a name for himself by cutting off the heads of the infidels, but he couldn't control the whole army. The Pope was so active only because he wanted to merge the Eastern and Western churches, and it was not clear whether the mercenaries he had recruited could hold their ground if the situation changed on the battlefield, and the Balkan volunteers, although they were fighting for their own territories, were not firm in their position either. Vlad II, the Grand Duke of Wallachia, is said to have begged the general with tears not to let his troops to join, otherwise his sons, who were taken hostage in Ottoman, would be killed. But the general still insisted strongly that his cavalry join the Crusaders. After all, we need all the forces we can muster. But the fervor of the Crusaders burned away these worries like a blaze. We marched toward the Ottoman fortress on the Black Sea coast in the autumn of 1444, hoping to wipe out the elite Ottoman forces there once and for all. According to reports from the front, the Ottoman army had already arrived in Bulgaria, under the command of Sultan Murad II. The night before the march, General Hunyadi gave an impassioned speech. He said, "We have seen enough of men in chains and women raped. We have seen enough of chariots full of heads and the misery of auctioning off slaves in shackles and fetters. We have tasted enough of the insults to our religion, which have grown from year to year. Our enemies have attacked us countless times, and as long as we do not crush them, they will never cease to invade us, and there is not, nor can there be, a lasting peace between us and them."
Feels bad, man. Well, I'm sure that the Ottomans and the countries of Central and Eastern Europe, Southeastern Europe, would definitely never fight again after this.
Approaching Bulgaria, we must immediately capture Varna and prepare for the coming battle. But we must first meet our immediate needs. We're running out of provisions, so we'll have to go to the nearby village of Wallachia to get some first.
Okay. Destroy at least one Wallachian mill to get food. Kill all garrisons to occupy Varna. Oh, God. We have food. Destroy mills to get food. Work rid of military buildings. Oh, wow. Pop cap of 150, and we do not need houses. To use your previous troops and resources, okay? You do not have time to recruit villagers or develop an economy. Armor breaking, oh boy. The troops of Wallachia and the Papal States are important forces in the duel, but we need to help them get rid of trouble first. Okay, we have to train units. We're preparing to garrison Varna, and there's Ulaslo the First. There's the Ottomans, the Ottomans, the Ottomans, the Ottomans, the Ottomans, the Ottomans. Okay. Well, I guess we will go after these mills. We are in the Imperial Age.
This farm is ours now. Get out of the Balkans, you infidels.
You infidels.
Kill these Ottoman defenders and take the food away. I'm already dying of hunger.
No, you're not. Go, 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 hit the targets.
Finally, there is food again. But Wallachia is our ally. Is it good for us to plunder their villages like that?
Moral gray area? Goolams? Okay. Varna is our ally.
In order to feed the army, it was necessary to sacrifice the farms of Wallachia. This place has been burned by the Ottomans before, and I'm sure Vlad can understand what we're doing.
Oh, Vlad is just a really understanding guy. He's actually known for being understanding.
Varna is up ahead. The citizens are not hostile to us. If we can kill the guards here, we can control the city.
Okie dokie. These guys have a really high score.
The infidels must not be allowed to control the ports of the Black Sea. Hey, you damn guys.
You damned guys. Well, we don't really have that many more troops, so I hope they don't. Okay. Looks like they don't have too much more.
Fortunately, the inhabitants in Varna are
Whoa!
supporting us. Otherwise, we would have been shot by the castle. This
Yeah,
implies
that's
that
true.
As long as we unite, we can definitely drive the infidels out of Europe. Tomorrow morning, there will be an inevitable battle between us and the infidels. So we must take advantage of the night to make all preparations and weaken the enemy as much as possible.
I don't know. Let's just train a bajillion troops. I'd honestly rather just not spend resources on more infantry. Wait, hold up, hold up. Why is there stuff in Chinese? Oh. Okay, so this is like Jadwiga 6. I get it. Okay, destroy powder factories, town centers, docks, and help destroy the Ottoman castle.
The Crusaders want to blow up our gunpowder factories to weaken our firearms, but I'm afraid they don't know how many weapons we have in our supplies. Funny.
Haha, very funny. Okay, well. Our allies seem to be doing just fine at dealing with that. Okay. Ottoman side army. Okay, I'm not too sure what the town centers will do. Wait, destroy docks? Where are their docks? Oh, okay, over there. I wonder if we can get more resources. Oh. Okie dokie. Start sniping town centers. Okay, we can get more resources. Oh yeah, the two castles. Why is Wallachia now in Chinese? Oh, okay. Alright, let's keep on keeping on. I don't know, I have no idea what I should prioritize, if anything, other than, you know, just trying to complete as many of these as possible. Okie dokie. Okay, got 20 minutes left. We're a third of the way done with our time. Well, you guys don't have much of an army.
Are the Hungarian troops coming? Great. Let's take this Ottoman fortress quickly to spare our army.
That's not a problem. But do you only have such a small force? Is that the second trying to break a treaty again? My
Again.
father was kind enough to send these troops. My brother is taken hostage by Ottoman, and now he probably got killed.
Okay. Let's keep fighting over this way. Go after you.
The Crusaders destroyed one of our castles with Wallachian troops. Damn traitor Vlad. I'll
Damn,
report it to
traitor
Sultan.
Vlad. Well, there is one more castle over this way. Let's snipe you. Okay, 16 minutes. Okay, let's get out of here.
Very well. Since you helped destroy the Ottoman fortress, we promise to join in the final battle. But don't forget the blood Wallachia paid for it.
I shan't. You know me. I'm a swell dude. I guess this is where the final battle is. Let's keep going this way. Well, rip that, Treb. That is a trade workshop, and that is a town center. Don't really care about that. 13 minutes. I mean, I think we'll be able to get most of them, if not all. Give me resources, give me resources. Okay, let's split up our armies a little bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, which one's gray? Ottoman army at Varna Lake. Okay, let's keep on keeping on. Cannot damage the armor.
We destroyed all the Ottoman gunpowder factories nearby. It won't completely stop them from making weapons, but at least could slow them down.
Well, let's not go too overboard in that. Yeah, you guys just go after the TC. You got 9 minutes left. Awesome. Go after you. I don't know, try going after that or something.
We destroyed one of the enemy's docks, but I'm afraid we'll have to completely eliminate the navy in Lake Varna to ensure a safe landing for the Pope's troops.
Oh, okay, I got it.
We destroyed one of the enemy's docks, but I'm afraid we'll have to completely eliminate the navy in Lake Varna to ensure a safe landing for the Pope's troops. The Sipahis cannot get more supplies and will be greatly weakened. This time we will not lose to the infants.
Alrighty, almost there. I wonder if I can just snipe the docks themselves. Does this work? $26 HP?
We destroyed one of the enemy's docks, but I'm afraid we'll have to completely eliminate the navy in Lake Varna to ensure a safe landing for the Pope's troops.
Alright, I think we're gonna get them. Easy peasy.
We have helped to clear the way for the Pope's army. Now they will be able to provide strong assistance in the coming battle. We have done everything we can to weaken the living forces of the Ottomans and to strengthen our army. God blessing, we will win this battle and remove the Ottoman forces from Europe once and for all.
It seems like a big old battle.
Knights, charge with me. It's time for the infidels to end their reign. Today is our chance to crush their army and capture the Sultan alive. Your Majesty, as before, please stay in the camp and never go deep into the battlefield. Your safety is the most important thing.
King of Poland, I had already signed a peace treaty with you, but you broke the agreement so shamelessly. It seems that your arrogance can only be crushed in battle.
The battle is on. The Ottoman camps are still training more soldiers. We must destroy
Oh,
the forces
God.
first, and then quickly destroy their buildings.
Okay,
The forces of Murad are fighting on
go,
the
go, go.
battlefield. If we can kill them first, they will not only damage their morale, but also disrupt the Ottoman internal affairs.
Well, there went all of the dudes.
The situation is in chaos and the general is injured. Send him back to rest. We cannot risk him on the battlefield again. The general could still command in the camp.
Okay. I mean, we did literally everything. Oh, we got a lot of paladins. We have a lot of paladins. Oh, it like actually just deals damage to them. One random elite genbo. I mean, we've lost a lot of units. But I think we got this still. They seem to be running out of stuff faster.
In the hands of the Crusaders. Are we going to lose the battle?
Go get 'em! Nom 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 nom. It's a lot of elite Hussite wagons. Alright, we got this, kids. And
The Crusaders
yay!
retreat. But we have twice the soldiers, so prepare for the next charge immediately. We'll win.
Your Majesty, although we have the advantage now, the Ottoman cavalries will soon charge the right flank, and I'm going to support, so please keep your position until I return.
Now is my chance to cut off the heads of the heretics myself, and I can't let it go easily. Polish knights, charge with me.
How dare the reckless Polish king charge alone with such a small army? This is the end of him. Cut off his head before he gets
Awkward.
No. How can I die
No.
here? I haven't finished my mission yet. I have to cut off the head of that heretic with my own hands.
The
Awkward.
Polish king is such a fool. He really thinks that such a small number of cavalries can kill the Sultan? The Crusaders lose their leader. We win.
Hunyadi's like, what?
Your Majesty, why didn't you listen to me and stay at your position?
What?
We have no chance of winning. I have to retreat with my army.
Awkward. Well, that was fun.
The king is dead. In the midst of a chaotic battle, there comes a sudden and terrible wail. The right flank we were in was already in chaos under the onslaught of Sepoys and Janissaries, and we could only barely hold the line with Hussite wagons. Now everyone was even more panicked and scattered themselves to escape. I cut off the head of a Turkish soldier and stopped my horse to try to figure out the current situation. But in a moment, General Hunyadi rushed into the battlefield with his cavalries. He waved his long sword while trying to call the soldiers back to their positions. But no one in the chaotic army even listened to his orders. Counterattack. Although I don't know what happened, the king has died in battle and we have lost the war. What could be done even if we gained a temporary advantage? With the loss of the king, we had become a scattered mess. Swept away by fear, I did not have the courage to continue the counterattack, but hastily began to flee, avoiding the Ottoman lances and cannons as much as possible. God bless, one by one, though the cavalries around me fell on the muddy outskirts of Varna, I miraculously managed to stand out and escape all the way to our fortress at Golota, stumbling into our last refuge. It wasn't long before General Hunyadi also fled back here with the remnants of his army. His armor was stained with blood, and only a small troop remained with him. Our counterattack had become a complete failure, only accelerating the speed we were killed by the Ottoman army. The escape back to Buda was even more miserable. Considering the situation, Vlad II quickly fell back to the Ottomans, and we were constantly attacked by Turkish pursuers in Wallachia, losing more than half of our men. Disheartened, hungry and cold, many more knights lost their footing and fell off the cliffs in the Balkan mountains. By the grace of God, the rest of us eventually made it home safely, but we were utterly defeated and there was no one left to stop the Ottomans. And for General Hunyadi, the military defeat was not the worst part. With the loss of our 22-year-old king, Hungary was left without a monarch and the federation with Poland was also cut down. Although the general would never submit to the Ottoman Empire, he had to concentrate on internal affairs, otherwise the great nobles would once again drag Hungary into chaos. For the next 2 years, after having secured his power, the general worked on recruiting crusaders again, but after the defeat in Varna, Europeans lost the confidence, so finally he had no choice but to give up. The nobles then remembered Ladislaus V, who had fled to Vienna with his mother, and hoped that he would succeed as king. But Frederick III would not let the young king out, so the nobles had to choose General Hunyadi as regent. I don't see what difference it would have made. Even if the 6-year-old Ladislaus V had been crowned king, General Hunyadi would still dominate the situation. In the following years, I continued stationed at the Transylvanian manors. It was come here, only with occasional provocations by Ottoman soldiers on the border. The attention of the infidels was now focused on Constantinople, the city was already in their hands, and the ancient Byzantine Empire could meet its end at any moment. After reaching a temporary peace with Frederick III, General Hunyadi began to threaten Wallachia, Czech and other regions by force, in order to make them provide troops again and form a new crusade. He still did not give up the war against the Ottomans. During this period, Vlad II was killed in the battle and his son was defeated by General Hunyadi after he succeeded to the Grand Dukeship with the support of the Ottomans, but this is another story. In 1448, with these newly collected troops, General Hunyadi decided to launch another war against the Ottomans. He contacted the Albanian hero, Skanderbeg, and decided to attack the Ottoman army in Kosovo. But the general's troops were defeated before Skanderbeg arrived. On the way to escape, he was even severely blackmailed by the Serbian tyrant Brankovic. In 1452, Ladislaus V was forcibly released by the Austrian nobles, and the exhausted General Hunyadi resigned his regency to welcome the new king. However, the threat from the Ottoman Empire was far from over.
Well, a lot of stuff happened right there. Feels bad, man. I mean, that's a nice KD. That is not a feels bad, man KD. But yeah, that was fun. It wasn't that difficult, but it felt different enough from Jadwiga 6. Like, we had to keep on attacking so we could just have, like, resources at all. And, like, we didn't have our own economy. And then, you know, the big battle at the end is always fun. Alrighty, guys. Siege of Belgrade. Now, I heard that this one is really, really hard. Sword difficulty aside, I heard it was really, really hard. So we will have to see next time for the finale of Janos Hunyadi. See you guys next time.